Good morning, guys. Welcome to the book of Zechariah. And I'll tell you, if you like the book of Revelation, you're probably going to like Zechariah. Zechariah has actually been called the revelation of the Old Testament. This is going to be a fun 2 week study. This is a Zechariah's writings. They are historic, they are prophetic, and apocalyptic at the same time. You'll notice that he is a poet. And his name actually means Jehovah remembers. So the overlying theme of Zechariah is turn to God, of course. Now, we just finished studying Haggai. Haggai was actually a spiritual father to Zechariah. Although Haggai was at the end of his years, Zechariah was very young. But Zechariah is a student of Haggai, and we've seen this before in other books. So God definitely uses that relationship for his plan and his purposes. But I'm going to take a look just at verse 1 in chapter 1. That's what we're doing today. I want to look a little bit in verse 11, verse 15. Just something what the Lord spoke to me, spoke through this word here. At the end of verse 11, it says, "Behold, all the earth is resting quietly." One would think, oh, great, peace. That's a beautiful thing. It's peaceful. But God says in verse 15, "I am exceedingly angry with the nations at ease." Well, why is God angry at this peace? Well, because we're maybe mistaking of what peace is. Peace, you see, peace isn't the absence of war. Peace is tranquility with God. And the nations aren't tranquil with God, actually. The reason that they're all resting quietly is because Israel is of no consequence. Israel is, they have just been in captivity for 70 years, and now Israel is not really very effective or powerful in anything. And so therefore, there's no war, there's no fighting, there's no anything against Israel, because of course Israel is God's nation, the rest aren't. So the enemy is in control there. And well, let's look at that as a life application. In our lives, peace isn't the absence of war, it's tranquility with God. And when you have tranquility with God, you see, the enemy wants to mess that up. The enemy wants to take that away. So he will attack you. He will study and attack you, and he will come at you with many different ways. So when you know the enemy is attacking and is attacking and is attacking, that's one way to tell that your relationship with God is headed in the right direction. Because you see, if the enemy doesn't need to attack those that don't have a relationship with God, because he's already got them. You see, the enemy is after you and your relationship with God. He's jealous of your good standing with the Lord because he can't have it. He's jealous because he can never have what you have. You see, you were created above him, and he can never have that. So he tries to pull you down to where he is to make you like him. He says it in Genesis 3. Now they have become like us. They know good and evil. So, guys, I hope you enjoy this book of Zechariah. It's going to be a great study for just a couple weeks. I love you all. Have a super day.